Yes, hello our YouTube viewers. Welcome to my YouTube channel once again. Thank you for watching this. So, going straight to the point, this is an online examination system, alright? Whereby we are saying we are going to integrate artificial intelligence into writing an examination, alright? So in this demonstration, I'm going to use two of my main browsers, that's Microsoft Edge and Google Chrome. Right, I'm going to sign in on one platform as a student, and on one platform I'm going to sign in as the administrator, so that there will not be conflict of variables when using one browser. All right. So on this Google Chrome, I'm just going to create a demo account for a student. But as you can see, the only level a student can select is level 1, because that's the minimum entry level for any student on this examination system. As you can see, the courses, no one can enter any course, so the administrator has to log in and save courses. That's IT, accounts, biology, whatever the course that it may be. All right. So this examination system, basically we are saying we need to integrate artificial intelligence into writing online exams. In this system, we're going to demonstrate a main concept whereby we're going to take the student a video of them writing the examination, and then determine after the examination whether the student has passed the exam or not. All right. So here we are just going to add a demo course, that's engineering, and then secondly let us add a second course, maybe with the name accounting or accounts, so that we can sign up a student by selecting any of these two options. Okay, so here it's accounting, then add. All right, already exists. Possibly it was already in the system. I pressed twice the add button by me, but it wasn't already in. So now we have two courses in the system. All right, total course is 2. This is Microsoft Edge, so this is the admin. All right, let us view the courses. All right, now coming back to this page, we need to refresh this web browser. Now we have engineering and accounting. All right, so we are just going to fill in just a few information about the student, the name, their genders, their date of birth, and the like. So I was saying we are going to make sure that when a student is writing the examination, if the webcam detects, say, a cell phone, a TV, a laptop, and any other devices, electronic devices, we are going to assume that the student has been cheating during the examination. All right, so this is just for this demonstration. All right, we need to make sure. All right, now we're just registering Blessing, and we have successfully created an account for this Blessing. Now we need to log in as Blessing and try to check up an examination. Okay, Blessing at gmail.com, and then the password, as we have password just for the demo password, and then login. Right, so this is Google Chrome. We are just going to use it for the sake of the student. All right, so here on the admin side, let us go back to Microsoft Edge. Alright, so the student is just submitting a demo feedback about the system. It's just something small for the system, so that at least it can be fun, so the student can submit a feedback as to I've not yet tested the system, so it's just, you know, a demo feedback that you can submit about the system. They can submit it as an anonymous person, or they can submit it as Blessing, you know, as with their full name, all right, in the feedback, so that if it is negative, possibly the admin would not victimize the student. All right, if the feedback is negative, they will not have to victimize the student. All right, so now coming to Microsoft Edge. All right, this is where we have signed in as the admin. All right, as you can see, that's where the feedback is. All right, that's wonderful. Here we need to say how many exams does the student has previously taken. All right, that's how many exams does the student previously has gone through. All right, so the student has not done any examination. All right, so here in the Microsoft Edge we need to add an examination, right, so that when the student logs in, he can at least see an exam that has something to do with his course and with his level. Right, so here we just need to just create a demo exam, engineering level 1, level what, and then the time limit for the examination is going to be 1 minute. This is just so that the time will not be so much long. For the sake of this video, we just need to make it straight to the point. All right, how many questions does the examination have? For this example, we're going to just put let us say we're going to put in a maximum of 5 questions. Of course we can put 10, of course we can put 15, we can put 100, whatever we want, but so that the video will not be so long, we can just put 5 questions. Exam title: Introduction to Programming. All right, so we can set up any exam with any questions that we like. All right, with any questions that we like. All right, so here we are just going to put in the description of the exam, possibly the topics, the major topics that we are going to focus in this exam. So we are going to be using C# language, and then the examination date. All right, this examination date is quite important. We can put any time, all right, or a specific time. If we put any time, it means that anyone who comes to this website can write this any exam set by his or her admin. All right, but if it is a specific date and time, then this exam can only be written on that date and time. All right, so here we're just going to leave it anytime, so the exam and date part won't be really necessary. Okay, so we save. Successfully aided. Okay, close. Now the examination has been created, but it doesn't have questions, at least not yet. All right, so we need to at least add 5 questions for this examination, the questions that the student can attempt to answer. All right, so in this question, okay, we're going to make sure that even if we put questions in this examination, we at least also need to put in reading materials, so that in case the student fails to pass the exam, they may have a need to download reading materials associated with that exam, so that maybe next time they attempt the exam, they can really pass it. We can attach PDFs. Alright, so learning materials, it doesn't really, here we have just put up to option 5 reading materials. Alright, so I'm just going to attach, you know, random items for the sake of this demonstration. It's not really you know, something that we can that is something that is actually tangible. You know, they're just songs, mp3s, mp4s, pdf documents, something that, anything that is going to help us to, you know, demonstrate that we can attach anything for the sake of the student. All right, so that they can go through that stuff, you know, when they need to attempt the examination again. All right, so we update the reading materials, update. However, for this specific examination, we have not yet added any question for it. All right, so we need to add questions for this examination. All right, so in this examination, I am not going to use questions specifically for programming. I'm just going to put in, you know, basic questions that at least we can see where we are coming from and where we are going. So the first question that I'm going to put in is just, you know, a question that we know all about, a question in primary education, right? Say we put a question with the name 1 + 1, all right, and there are various options, choice A, B, C, and D. We need to make sure that these students, even if they are writing next to each other, all right, even if student A and student B are writing right next to each other, they cannot ask each other, what have you put for question 1, what have you put in for question 2. We need to make sure that these questions are randomized as well as the choices. All right, so choice C must appear possibly on choice A, so that you can at least twist these things, you know, so that the student can be, you know, the students cannot really copy each other, you know, they cannot really say, hey, that's, he put in A, B, and C for question 1, 2, and 3, so, you know, I'm going to put in A, B, and C as well. No, we don't want that. We want to at least randomize how the questions appear and how the answers appear, keeping in mind in our system that the correct answer is what. So the first question is it's 1a minus 2 is equals to 0. What is the value of a? It's a simple mathematical problem, so the value a should be 2, and that's 2. Choice B and correct answer choice 2, and then we add the question. So this is 1 out of 5 question. All right, so we can put in mathematical questions, we can put in questions related to a language, related to biology, related to science, anything that we like in this system, as long as the correct answer is also recorded as here on the correct answer, as long as we specify that this answer named East is the correct answer, so that our system may know what is the correct answer. So in this case, A East is an A. All right, going to the third out of 5 question. All right, what should I say? What should I say? What should I say? Let us say what do people want the most, or at least don't want the most? All right, so people don't like dying the most. Okay, so this is just, you know, demo for the sake of this examination. All right, we've added the fourth question. No, let me check 3 out of 5, so we are about to do the 4th question. All right, Alright, so this is the fourth question. Alright, we're just going to put in, simple questions, so that at least we know that 2s plus 0 is equal to 0, 2s plus 1 is equal to 0. That's possibly negative 0.5 is the correct answer. Alright. Alright. So here we need to put in 0. Just random questions, that random answers that we can put in, so that at least we can confuse the student, something like that. Yeah, so that's the correct answer, negative 0.5. Alright, save, close. So we are now but need one last question. So you've deleted a question. We're going to put 2 more questions, so that at least there can be 5. Okay. Alright, so the longest serving president for Zimbabwe, we put in a few choices, so that a student can select from just inputs that a student can choose from. Okay. Alright. So here we need to put in another choice D. Alright, then we add it. Okay, so now we need the last question. Now we are about 4 and 4 out of 5. Add another last question. Okay, 4w minus 4 is equals to 0. What is the value of 4w? Okay, so here we expect that w should be equal to 2. Okay, should be equal to 2, and all the inputs that we're going to put in, they're just so that the student can be confused. Okay, so keeping in mind that at least these choices, they are going to be randomized per student, so that if the correct answer on this for a specific student is choice D, on another student the correct answer should be on choice A, on the same type of question. Alright, so we are now here we are now back to Google Chrome. Okay, we need the student to attempt this examination. Okay, so the countdown has started. The student must enable the camera, so that the camera can take a video of him writing the examination. Okay, so as you can see, the camera is initializing, and here I am, and it is actually detecting what it is seeing. Right, so that's me in that video, and it is detecting person and with the level of confidence. Okay, so here we are just going to select the answers for W. That's that. So here we're just selecting, so that at least we can catch up with the time that, and then we submit. The most people think. So these questions, as you can see, these are not in order of which we saved them. Alright, for example, this 4w minus 8 was actually the last question we saved for this exam. Alright, but here it's appearing on number 1, but anyway, it's perfect, because we need to keep things shaken up, so that students cannot easily copy each other. If they say, students, they do that a lot. What did you put for question A, and then for question number 1, and then he says that's A, and then he puts also question A. So by randomizing things, they may get confused a little bit. What did you put for question A? So he may actually ask a question that another student has not yet attempted. So by shaking things up, students will not, it will not be a bit easier to copy each other. Okay, so now due to out of time, the examination will be submitted automatically due to timeout. Okay, so in this case it is still recording me, but which is still okay, and it is recording what is it actually detecting in the webcam. All right, so here this the student has passed. We don't have any the student actually has failed because we selected the answers randomly. All right, it indicates the question, the answer that we selected in red, which is a wrong answer, and what was the correct answer. As you can see, this is the results. This is our results for this examination. What is the most thing that people don't want? People don't want death. All right, so here we have the reading materials that we can actually download and revise for the sake of this exam, so that at least maybe we can actually perform better next time. All right, so this is the name of the examination and the brief description for the exam. Okay, all right, reading material number 1, we have number 1 up to number 5. So number 1, let's download it. Number 1 should be I'm not sure what I had attached to that link. It was a PDF, which is okay. Yeah, it's now downloading. It's still fine. Cancel. Or download whatever. Right, now loading up. Right, we have the company profile, and also for reading material number 2. Number 2, as you can see, it's actually an MP4 file. It's actually a video, right, with about 13 megabytes, so that the student can revise for the sake of this examination. Possibly next time they attempt it, they can actually perform better. So this one is actually a JPEG file. It's actually an image. All right, and reading material number 4 and 5, they have not yet been uploaded. Okay, all right, that's wonderful. So as you can see, this system is actually usable at any institution. Right, we expect that if a student passes level number 1, he must automatically be able to see exams meant for level 2, and if he passes level 2, he must automatically see exams meant for level 3, and so on. Okay, so here we have not yet passed level 1. We need to redo the exam number 1. All right, we need to redo this examination. All right, it is still level 1, and it is still introduction to programming. Okay, all right, so same as before, we need to wait for it to load a little bit. These AI files, they may take a few minutes, possibly 1 minute, to just load up, due to poor internet connectivity, maybe due to a slow computer, whatnot. So let us just be patient, and then we can see the button for enabling the webcam. All right, so let us just pause, let us just wait patiently for it to load up. All right, it has finished loading up. As you can see, we have 1 minute as the maximum time meant for this examination. Okay, all right, so Alright, so now we need to enable the webcam so that we can see the student and at least detect if he or she is using a cell phone, any gadget, a TV, to see the answers, or to at least Google something. Alright, we need to detect that so that any form of cheating will be recorded that the student has used this type of cheating. And also for this system, we have put aside a detection or an event listener, that if a student opens a second web tab, a second tab, yes, the camera shift is loading. If the student opens a second page, it must detect that you have opened a second web page. Alright, so here it's detecting TV, person, TV with 98%, TV, person, cell phone, person. Alright, which is okay. And now we've opened a second tab. Alright, by coming back, it will give us a notification that system has detected that you have cheated. Okay, so as you can see, the question that is on number 1 is no longer that 4W and minus 8 something. It's actually up something about the sun, and the 4W is now on the second. We select them, we submit. Yes, so by submitting these answers, we expect that the system should indicate to us that the results have been nullified because of the exam page. That's when we exited the page, and also the camera, when it detected the cell phone. So this answer or this session of ours has been nullified because of 2 specific and unacceptable wrongdoings in the examination. Okay, so the camera may not be able to detect things clearly because it's quite dark in this room, but I'm sure if it was during the day, it would actually detect better. So in this exam we failed 20%. It's not still good. All examination. If we had passed this examination, we expect that all the exams that we have attempted will be enlisted here. Alright, so if we pass this exam and then go to level 2, we expect level 2 to appear as well. So this page is just so that the student can test his or her camera if it is working up to standard. Alright, so we expect that at least this model should load up, and we must be able to to pre-use this model and this camera before we actually enter in exam room, so that we can clearly see if our camera is working fine, it's not dragging, it's not unreachable by the system. Some cameras, due to drivers and hardware issues, we may not really be able to start up the camera. So the student should be able to test the camera before they actually enter the exam. Alright, so here we detect person with 76.83% of confidence. Right, person, TV. So as I was saying, it's quite dark in here, so it may not detect clearly. TV, right, still acceptable. Right, person, TV, it's still acceptable. So the student should be able to actually test this before they enter the exam, so that I believe by pre-testing this the cameras, I believe it will be easier for the module to actually load when they are in the exam. Alright, person, cell phone, TV, it's all acceptable, it's all good, output. It's on the slides, it's okay. Cell phone, TV, it's acceptable. It's an Alright, so we can use, once the model has been loaded, we can easily use it to detect things even up to tomorrow. Alright, the only issue that we have to just make sure is to make sure that it has loaded well. Alright, so I believe it is a very good integration. Of course, students, they're not really, so since it is since we expect students to write this examination from home, we at least expect some form of cheating validation, so that the student may not cheat. Students are always good and always like cheating. Right, so here we're going to use this chat room. This is just a basic platform that we are going to use to center and receive messages. Alright, we expect our students to enter in a chat, so we are going to use Microsoft Edge and Google Chrome to enter this chat room, and we expect that this chat room must detect how many people are actually online, and as you can see, it's saying online users are 2. Alright, so this is Microsoft Edge. Hi, and we send this chatbot, of course, or this chat room. We expect it to have some design improvements so that at least it can appear better, or at least more competitive. Alright, so here we refresh. Online users must be 2, not 1. So let us refresh this page. It's now 2. Okay, which is wonderful. Alright, let's type in something from the browser. I'm good. How from? Alright, we send it. So this person on Google Chrome receives it, and we expect them to at least send a response. Alright, so as I was saying, I'm sure I'm going to improve the interface of the chat room. So these applications, the sample applications that we create, of course they can be different as to user specifications and requirements, but it's still acceptable because users cannot always have the same taste and preferences. Alright, so as you can see, if we have a new message on Microsoft Edge, it will be just like the group chat, new notification, group chat. It will be playing around. I'm not sure if you noticed, but it will be blinking new message, new notification, so that we can see that we have an unread message in our inbox. Alright, so basically this is it. Tell me what you think about this system. I can give it to you if you like. I can send it to your email or your WhatsApp if you like the source code. I'm Albert from Zimbabwe, and currently I'm doing a lot of freelance software development. Alright, so anyway, thank you for watching. Have a good day. I hope you come back and watch more content from this channel. I feel blessed to be watched and heard by you all this while. Alright, thank you.